Extending along the north bank of the great Rhine River from Wiesbaden to the community of Lorchhausen is the area called the Rheingau. It is only 20 miles or so of West German real estate, but as one expert put it, it is a kingdom of white wines and a kingdom of the Riesling grape. The Riesling has a small, aromatic, late-ripening berry with a tough hide, which gives it resistance to the late autumn cold. That helps to explain how, even though the first winter snows have already fallen in this part of the country, the grapes were still being harvested last weekend. There is another factor. It has not been a good grape-growing year in the Rheingau. Long, cold, wet weeks in June and a not very hot July and August delayed ripening. These are the slopes of Johannesburg, a hill given to the Benedictine monks by the Archbishop of Mainz at the end of the 11th century. They built a monastery in memory of John the Baptist. That's how Johannesburg got its name. In later centuries, this acreage belonged to the Prince of Orange, Napoleon, the Emperor of Austria, and the Austrian diplomat and statesman Clemens von Metternich, whose heirs own it today. The Metternichs live in Schloss Johannesburg, a castle sitting on top of a hill with a commanding view of its countless rows of vines. It was partially destroyed by Allied bombs in World War II, but has since been rebuilt. From the sweet juices of its Rieslings have come some of the best and most expensive wines in Germany. Representing the history of 2 centuries, some of these wines live on today. In the dark, even-tempered cellars of the Schloss, bottles of the greatest vintages, dating back to 1784, lie behind wrought iron gates, waiting to be opened on some state occasion. In the meantime, the wines of the Rheingau are being consumed in quantities the Benedictines could never have imagined, with production almost tripled since the turn of the century. A fact that stands even in this year of the late harvest. Warren Doremus, TV 10 News, Johannesburg, West Germany.